G'day, how are you? You caught me mid-plane. There we go, hang on, let me go to this one. Welcome, I'm Steve Hay, g'day, how are you? Simon, thank you, got your message the other day. Yo, you know who I mean. I hope you're doing your homework. I'm supervising. My grandson is in the house supposedly doing his homework. There you go. But anyway, that's good, mate. Good. Hey, Stephen, how are you? You got to go and pick your wife up later on, or is she at home already? Well, as promised, what I thought I'd do today was do the donkey's ear shooting board that I didn't get done yesterday. We'll unwrap the veneer that we veneered up yesterday. I'm just knocking off the tops of this box here, and then we'll knock the corners off this one, and I've got to sharpen a Derek, if Derek comes on. Oh, g'day, Les, how are you, mate? LG, hi from Germany, g'day back at you. And Derek, there you go, mate. Oh, God. Have to go to the airport soon. Well, oh, okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'll do the sharpening of the 71 first up, because Derek asked me to do that. So there, she's at work. Well, wife's at work, the boys can play. G'day, Roy, how are you? Good to have you on board. Anderson, hello from Brazil. All right, what I'll do, I was going to finish that off, but I won't. I'll quickly do this. I got a email the other day from Derek, and he asked me how to sharpen one of these suckers. See if I can get the right one this time. There you go. All right, so what we'll do, well, look, I'm sure there are different ways of sharpening them, but this is the way I sharpen mine. Got to get it out first. It's always the tricky part. Okay, there we go. All right, there it is. What I do, if it's really blunt, I'll use a coarse stone or a diamond stone. Mine aren't too bad, so I'll just use this, and it fell down, don't need that anymore. And this will show you how to do it. So if yours is really bad, I had fun yesterday after the stream. I got into it, did some more work, and I ended up talking to my chisel maker, organising some more chisels. Speaking of which, I've got a heap that I bought the other day for students to buy if they like, so I've been sharpening them. They're an Irwin one, not a bad one though. What do I want to do? I just want to get a... This is a little trick if you're still using stones. I would use the Mitered I've got over there, but not everyone has one of those, so I'll show you how to do it on stones. And if I had a bit of caro, it'd be good. Here we go, got some down here. Oh dear. It's like a lot of things when you sharpen. It's not what you think, the way that you think you should sharpen. Let me just give this a couple of... There you go. It's pretty porous, this stone, but should be right. It'll be good. When, if you ever make a stone block, that's one of the things I think I'll get students to make too. What I do is I've put little brads in the bottom, and what that does, it holds it onto your bench, so when you're pushing, it doesn't slide off your bench. So there we go. Now, having said that, it's not going to work. So what I do is just get the angle. Where are you? Here we go. Just get the... Oh, move me heavy things. Oh, dearie, dearie, dear. Get the angle you want, which is generally preset. And then I hold it and move the stone. I just find it's more accurate that way. So I'm holding that, arms in tight to my body, and I'm holding that steady, and I'm moving the stone up and down. That's given me the angle, but the angle isn't as important as the base. You can see there where I've polished it. Just right on the end there. Now make sure it's got no reflection here, then you know the edge is all the way down. This is the most important part, I feel anyway, is then you do the bottom of it. And with that, as I do with plane blades and that if I'm using the stone, it's not this action here, because you'll be rolling, even minutely, you'll be rolling that base. So if you put it on there, hold it nice and firm, arms in, close to your body, tucked in, and then you just move forwards and backwards like that. And that will flatten the bottom, which will give you your edge. Look at that, nice and polished. Feel that? No, I'm not going to do that. That's silly. All right. Here we go. There you go. So once you put that back in, trick is you've got to remember where you put it. I've lost. It's too early in the day to be losing stuff. Here we go. Just plonk that over there. Plonk that in there. Drop that down a little bit. Drop it down to the height you want. Might be too much. We'll bring it up a little bit. There we go. See how that goes. We'll move this one. We'll switch the cameras around. What I've done. Find a square and a knife. I'll give myself a reference point here. Clean it out, same as you do with a saw cut. Too much. I'm all excited too. My skillion roof is being built as I'm filming. Might as well put one this side, get a cleaner cut that way. Oh. Well, there you go. That was a task I planned on doing later on. Gee, I tell you, don't I give service? Here we go. And there you have it. So I hope that helped. Did that help, Derek? That hasn't been sharpened for a while, so there you go. I've did a job that needed doing. Where are we? I'm going to play with this one in a minute. I'm just going to knock the rest of this one down. I mean, this isn't a bad exercise to do. If you want to practice your planing techniques for block plane and boxes and what have you. It's a bit scary when you first start because you think, oh, I'm going to ruin the top of the box. If you've got a nice sharp block plane, you can actually get in there and do this. I'll do a couple of strokes and then, is that the one I want? No, I want that one. And then, when you see how close I am to the top, I'm almost down to the veneer. But it's just a question of having the confidence, finely set blade, and you can take that down to the veneer. You're not going to do much damage. if any. Careful on the corners you don't tear out. This is a bit gnarly, so it really doesn't matter going with the grain or against the grain. And as I've said previously, this plane is just superb because it's got that extra weight that the other block planes don't have. It's a Veritas NX60, which is absolutely lovely to use. I'll just finish this one off here. All right, there, I don't know if you can see that. Right there in the corner, you can just see where the plane has just kissed the top of the veneer. It's a little bit lighter in there. So you're not going to do huge amounts of damage if you take it easy and you have a sharp plane. More on that one later on. Ah, I'm going to put that. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Put that in before I knock myself out on it. Wait a minute, I'll just get a little bit of, not too much water because I can't work in a lot of water. Little bit of water. There we go. Oh, I found my veneer hammer I was looking for the other day too. That was a good day yesterday. Gee, I found a lot of stuff I'd lost. All good, all good. No, Bob, you're not going out anywhere. No, you're staying here. No, on your bed. Go on. No, on your bed. Good boy. So he just wants to, the man up there's where he's putting it. I'll knock the cameras out. Just be my guest. Have a look. Got the hump now, but yeah, there you go. He's turned his back on me. He's gone. You're not going to leave. Because the guy out there, he's put him a big skillion roof up for the classroom and blacksmithing and that. And he's digging holes. And you know what? When you dig down, over a foot, you get that real rotten smell. And yes, where are we? Come in. Oh, look at that. Hello, grandson of mine. You going to say hello to the people?
I will.
I was going to say, could you make me a coffee? So there you go. Come here. Hang on, let's go. There you go. You might have, look at that, I've got to change my camera height. Look at that big hooker. When he first came in, I think the first video you did when you made a stool, you would have been about that tall.
Yep.
So there you go. I've worked out if you don't feed them, they don't grow. You can tell how much I fed him. What are you doing? You come down to say good day or? Look at that. People are saying hello. There you go. Can what?
I just came down to see what you were doing.
I was just showing someone how to sharpen. Oh, you've been watching me.
Yes, I have.
Good on you. All right.
That I have.
All right. Well, you go up there and do your homework so Nanny doesn't go crook. Come down if you want to say good day anytime. You know, you're welcome.
Well, as long as she doesn't really care if it gets done. It's just going to make it hard for us.
I think she does care if she gets done, but she didn't want to have an argument with you this morning. Yes. Yes. We understand each other? Yes. Hey, can you practice making a cup of coffee?
Why?
Oh, well, about half an hour or so. 2 sugars and a bit of milk. Give it a go. I'll have a coffee. You can try. Put it down to domestic, what do they call it? Home ec. There you go. And I'll tell Nanny you were doing schoolwork. Oh dear. All right, what's happening? Oh dear. We'll give it a spruce up when we get back to bed. Good on you, Derek. Oh. Now, where am I? Blow that off there. Yeah. Well, it is, mate. I should weigh it. Hang on, I'll weigh it for you. I'm not sure what it weighs, but I know it's heavy. Wait a minute. Oh. All right. Where are we on to? Give us a side view. Oh, here's an old-fashioned set of scales for you. Oh. All right. You ready? It goes up to, what does it go up to? Goes up to 13 pounds, 14, only goes up to 18 pounds. So we'll see how much this weighs. Ready? All right. I was right, that's 16 pounds. Or for the unmetricated, it's 7 kilos. So there you go. And look, you see it goes around once and a bit. 16 kilos. There's 16 pounds. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Now I know. Oh, dear, oh dear. Let me put this back up here. I don't know what they are. Years ago, a mate, when the school I had, he came in one day with these 2 lumps of metal. He said, oh, could you use these? I said, yeah, what are they? He said, don't know, found them on the side of the road. And they looked as if they'd had a hard life. They were all burred up and scratched and scuffed. And so I built those pine boxes, and they're fantastic weights to put on stuff. Oh dear, what have I pressed? Now, that's it. Well, I'm watching me. I don't want to watch me. I want to watch the live one. There you go. No, I've done this. What have I done? There we go. That's better. All right, now. Excuse me, I've just messed me chat up. I'll be good in a minute. I'll have that one there. I'll put that over there. Oh, this is high-tech stuff, I tell you. There we go. Hey, Paul, how are you? Oh, dear. Now, where are we up to? Caution, that's true, it is. Well, you know how heavy it is now. Matthew, hello again. Morning, Brian. The Veritas, what it looks like. Oh, it is. It's the Lamborghini of hand planes. It is. And when you, look, I've said it many times. I don't know if I've got the box. Wait a minute. I'll just see if I've got the box that came in. I mostly kept the box as a memento because the box is worth more than the plane. I might have binned it, but I don't know. I do keep erroneous. Oh, look, I did too. Erroneous rubbish around. Have a look at this. I don't know if the box is the same because, as I said, I've had this for about 12 years or something or other. But check out the box. Yeah, so it looks like a Lamborghini to start with. There we go. And then when you open it up, it's inside a plastic bag, and then there's a velvet bag inside the box, and then it's wrapped in silver metallic paper, and then it's actually wrapped inside this black paper. So it's wrapped, the plane's wrapped inside there, inside silver paper, in a velvet bag, in a plastic bag, in a box that looks like that. Yes, and when you get it, it is, it's really, really shiny to start with. It is so shiny. But you use it for about a day, and then you can tell all the shine comes off it. Sole's not too bad. But yeah, beautiful plane, beautiful plane. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's just move that way. Okay, where are we up to? Sean, g'day, mate. How are you? It's good to see you, mate, Paul. What's on the bench? Rubbish. Rubbish at the moment. Black and no sugar for me. Well, there you go. You've got to have Tim Tams as well. Do you like Tim? Oh, I've got to tell. Hey, I want double. We haven't got any left, have we? I'll just a normal dark chocolate Tim Tam. Whenever you're ready. Oh, dear. 8 sugars, I'll be crying. Who has 8 sugars? 8 sugars and cream. Hook in, Sean. That's it. It's the way to go. Go hard and go big. And I just finished restoration of 1910 cherry draft. Oh, lovely. Is that the drafting one with the big angles that float all around, or is it the just big drafting table that's on an angle that they draw on? Hey, Matthew, welcome on board. Now, I'm slack. I'm doing a stream now because I didn't get everything done yesterday. But I quite like this streaming in the morning. So you should have seen this dog last night. I'll tell you what, we'll unwrap that next. Where is he? No, wrong one. That one. Dog there. What are you eating now, Bob? What are you, you nut? Anyway, yesterday would have been, I don't know, about 8 o'clock. He's jumping around. If he's eating my Spanish cedar, I'll do him. Oh no, he's eating some beefwood. There's beefwood, see? Like schmackos, only with extra fibre. That's what, by the way, that's what this is. This timber here. That timber you can see there, that's beefwood. It's the stuff I go out west and get. Very much like silky oak in the Midori rays, and it's a lot darker. This one's starting to go purple, which is really nice. And that's Amboynia, and that's Spanish cedar. So there you go. Anyway, yeah, he's jumping around in the bushes like he does, chasing anything that moves. And then all of a sudden he jumped out and he's coughing, spluttering, foaming. Looks like someone lit a fire extinguisher off in his face. Yep, you guessed it. First time in 8 years. He did it 8 years ago and I thought he'd learned his lesson, but evidently not. He bit a cane toad and the cane toad retaliated the way cane toads do. And the froth and foam coming out of his mouth. So Ants, the grandson that was here, he had to hold him down, had to get a hose and jam it in his mouth, rinse his mouth out, and Bob doesn't like water, so. Anyway, that was the excitement we had then. What else was I going to talk about? I've got to do that thing I just tripped over and shinned myself on. Well, that's all right. We'll go and get some, I'm getting all these messages. We'll go and get some milk and then we'll go to Macca's, but don't tell anyone, all right? But I've got to finish this stream first. You're a good lad. All shiny brass and lovely veneer. It's a deep, wide, flat table, no angles, just really flat. It took about 2 weeks to finish, but last coat. Oh, lovely. Well, give us a picture, Paul. Pictures worth 1,000 words. Now, those of you that were here with me yesterday, this is a mock-up box. I can take the lucky bands off now. This is a mock-up box of the student box. That is going to be the first build that anyone that comes here for box making classes will do. And normally there'd be veneered, so I wanted to see if the process would work on this one, which it did, so I was very happy about that. And then we veneered one lot up in Jarrah, which we will make for real over the coming days. Or I might just duplicate the steps I did with that one. From memory, I didn't have my camera on for half of it. I had the stream cameras on, but not the video cameras, so we'll see how we go. Well, thankfully my office is big enough for it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, space is a lovely thing. To have an area between piles is nice. Okay, this is what we glued up yesterday, and we can use these bits of plywood. You can use them again for clamps or cords, or you can make a box out of them. It doesn't matter. Nothing goes to waste. Everything's recyclable. And let me just turn these cameras around so you can see this one. I take that off, and I'm just moving this one so I can see there as well. And what's this one doing? I'll move this. I haven't done that other camera angle I was talking about yet, but what I will do is get one so you can have the two side views instead of me in the side view. Now, if you look at that, that's pretty nice. That's pretty all right all the way up. See, it's nice and flat. And I'm trying to see where, okay, there's a join there that was split. I don't know if we'll use it, but it's not going to be an issue. We can easily fix that if it's a problem. And see how nice and flat it is? So we'll trim that to size. As well as, oh, well that's good. I can walk through there now and not hurt myself. Actually, I might trim these whilst I think about it. And then it's done. And then we'll move on to the shooting board, I think, which is the main purpose of the stream. Just be careful when you do. I nearly did it then. You can get some very nasty splinters. Depending on the timber. Jarrah, I've had some bad ones. Blackwood, definitely I've had bad splinters from the veneer because they are just like needles. And if it's got hide glue on it, hide glue crystallises and makes it very, very hard. And it is. It's just like a bit of steel going in your finger. Yeah, I think you spell that T-U-N-G. I'd hate to think how they get tongue oil the other way. Squeeze it. So it comes from the tongue nut. So there you go. Oh, that's good. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate that. Oh, that's good, Wolfie. Nice to have you back. Well, there you go. It's why I'm using 80, number 8. Oh, scraper last one. Ah, there you go. No, I agree with that. A card scraper on a surface that big would burn your thumbs, muchly. Chevrolet Diesel, welcome back. Lovely to have you again. What have we got here? I had to put some finish on a chessboard that I made last week, and from the cold, I had to put it on. Oh, wow. I don't have that problem here, thank goodness, with the cold. I know it has been pretty cold in different parts of the world. We've been getting the opposite. We've been copping the heat. Oh, yuck. Okay, now a couple of places here. You'll see, oh, where are we? There you go. That it's come away from the edge. That doesn't matter because I'm going to cut part of that out when I put the solid edging in. So do not be distressed. Now this bit here, we put sticky tape over. So we'll take the sticky tape off, and I very much doubt if you will see any damage. If you can remember when we did that, come here. It had a big split. This was yesterday. And it also was curling, or wouldn't lay flat. So with a bit of sticky tape on it, where is it? it's there. You might just be able to see a little split, but by the time you grain fill and put a finish on it, you won't see it. Let's cut that with a pair of scissors, I think. It'll be easier than... Ah! Whoops! That'll teach me to do two things at once. I went to get my scissors off the wall and I looked at the screen while I did, and it came off and nearly gotted me, it did, nearly gotted me. There we go. I mean, scissors are good. There we go. Possibly these scissors are too good for cutting veneer, but anyway, it has to be done. Whoops. What's that? Hang on, I'll get back up here. Got a number 5 hand plane as the eye adjustment is stiff. Any tips on oil? Yeah, look, I wouldn't use oil. Oh, I'll stop. It's all right. I'll even do it on a number 5 for you. Oh, best thing. Where should we go? There. Okay, if you've got a sticky adjustment wheel here, I'll do an introduction to this. Wait a minute. And then this can be a standalone video. So, all right, those of you that know what I'm doing, I'm just going to actually make a standalone video. So if I sound a bit silly and as if I don't know what I'm doing, I do, but I've got to do an introduction. So there you go. Here we go. G'day, Steve here, Woodworking Masterclass. I've just been asked about how to fix an adjuster if it's stiff at the back. Would I use grease? Would I use oil? No, I'll show you what I'll do. It's quite easy. Disassemble the plane. No, Bob, you're not going out. Undo it. Remember that it's a left-hand thread, so you've got to screw it a different way to how you'd normally undo something. Take it all the way off, like that. Then get a little bit of candle wax. That might be a bit big. I'll see if I can find a round bit of candle. Got to be a bit of candle up here somewhere. No, you're staying here, Bob. You're not going nowhere. Not nowhere, you're not. No, because didn't get any mail yesterday. Didn't get any mail yesterday because the gate was open and the postman wasn't going to stop. Anyway, let's get back to it. Where are we? There you go. Get a little bit of candle and then rub it. See if I can get a good shot. Rub it up and down the thread. One side or two sides, it doesn't really matter. So you've got candle wax there. Generally these are brass, so you don't have any issues. You can just scrape a little bit of candle in there as well if you want. And then screw it back on, remembering to screw it to the left to get it to go on. And don't forget, like I just did, to put your saddle in. Up. So here we go. There you go. Sometimes these little saddles here, I'm sure they've got a different name, but sometimes they're two-piece. And the reason so I'm to understand for the two-piece is you can separate the legs, and if you separate the legs, it takes any backlash out. But if not, that's okay. We keep doing what we're doing. There we go. And I use candle wax for all the adjustments on my planes. The reason being, it's dry, and if you use oil or grease or something like that, then there's every chance you're going to get it on your fingers while you're working, and you touch your job, and you're going to ruin your job because you're going to put stuff on there you didn't want. Come here, you. There we go. I just had that. It was just kinked and jammed. Oh. That's it. Screw it all the way up, then screw it back. Put your plane back together. Just haven't used this plane much. Cap iron on. And just adjust it as you would normally any plane. Just the lever. There we go, nearly there. Got a bit too much out there, so we'll back that off a bit. And we'll give it a go. You go. They're a bit too tight to unravel, but I'll try. Nice shaving. So that's how easy it is. To adjust your blade adjuster. But that's the trick. Go down to the dollar shop or whatever, get yourself a box of cheap candles for $2, $3, last you forever. The other thing with candles, which I've said before, if you're going to put it on your job because it helps the sole slip across your job better, only put it on the front, unless it's you're taking a lot off. But if it's going to be the final pass, put it on the front. Then what happens is when the blade comes along, it actually cuts off the layer of timber that the wax ran on, and it'll glue better. Whereas if you have wax up here, what you're actually doing is putting wax on the top, cleaning that off, putting another layer of wax on the surface you've just planed, and then when you come to glue it together, you'll find sometimes the glue won't stick. So there you go. Did that help, Matthew? Hope so. Oh. Clinics are us. Well, I've lost me. What's it now? Where's me? There we go. Here we go. Oh, we're back. Have I got to go that far back? You never have too much. If you ever put too much hide glue on it, I'll rent you Bob. He'll get rid of it for you. Now, I am here. I think I've moved my. Have I got to move? No, I've got to move that way. Let me just shove my bench up because I think what I've done, I've moved that so I'm not in the centre of the screen. There's the centre of the screen there. But I've got to go that way. No, I don't. I've got to go that way, which means that's got to come. Okay. I was pushing when I should have been pulling. There you go. How's that look? That's better. That's better. Where are we? Oh. Can you say blimey or more shrimp on the barbie? I can, but can I say, well, blimey's an English word, not an Australian. Australian equivalent of blimey would be struth. Struth. Get some Sheila to put some prawns on the barbie. See, we don't, as Laz says, we don't have shrimp here, we have prawns. So get a Sheila to whack another prawn on the barbie, love. She'll be right, no worries. Reggie Didge, no bull and canker, straight up and down, absolutely. Does that work? Or do you want me to go, that's not a knife? That's, oh dear. Going to need to make more glue. Oh yes, glue's good stuff, I love it. Oh no, put it on thin, don't put it on thick. Paul, oh, you put it on thick, oh, it's a nightmare. I have mine, I don't know if I can get it. I don't know, I'll see if I've got. Okay, all right. This is too thick. Here you go. Let's see if we can go on this camera here. Hello, what's happened there? Which one am I looking at? I've done something. Oh, wait a minute. I just got to bring this one up, deactivate that, activate it. We should be live again. There we go, we are. Okay. Okay, this is too thick for me. You watch how it comes off the... See, that's too thick. And see how it sort of breaks up and bubbles in droplets? So, make a bit more water in it. I like it so it's about the same as consistency of a good enamel paint. Okay, see that? Comes off much thinner. And if I was doing a bigger job, I'd thin it down even more. You can never put too much water in because if you do, you just let it simmer for a bit and the water will evaporate out. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Any more than that and it'll be watery. Okay, so you don't want it too thick. Actually, I should do a video on that. I could take it out of that, couldn't I? Actually, I might do that. Wait a minute, I've just been asked about the consistency of hide glue. This is how I like mine. I keep mine at 70 degrees Celsius and I don't want it too thick. So this is how I like mine. This is too thick. Well, I hope that helps if you're working with hide glue. That's it. All right, I'm back to streaming. See, and then I go up to my office and I've got to sort through all this stuff and get all the bits and pieces that I've pulled out and I'm just, yeah, and then put it into a video. Oh dear. Last week it was consistently, oh no, go away. I don't like cold weather. I don't like hot weather either. It's a nice, comfortable 21 degrees Celsius in here because I've got the air conditioner on. Yeah, mate, go to the reject shop. Laz, they got them. Hey, look, beeswax will work good too. The only reason I don't use beeswax, I've got beeswax here somewhere. There's sheets of it. Lovely pieces of it. There you go. All right, the reason I don't use beeswax is because it's much more expensive. I mean, that's about, I don't know. I get mine triple filtered and it maintains the colour and, the smell of honey is gorgeous. So, I don't know, that'd be about $4 or $5 worth, whereas a box of candles, doesn't matter. So, yeah, look, beeswax works fine, but it sacrilege as far as I'm concerned. Good to see you again. Linda, lovely to have you on board again. Any questions? Ask. I'm in a Q&A sort of mood today, I think. Hang on, who had a number? I have an old number 3 that I get the screw of, but I eventually it seems to tighten up. Hang on, wait a minute, Stephen, I'm reading yours. You've got an old number 3 that I get the screw for the lever cap to be tight, but I advance the iron and it seems to tighten up and it becomes so tight it's hard to use the depth. Oh, have you got a, dear, what have I got one here somewhere? Oh, there you go. Has it got a, assembly? Is it just like that screw, or is it like this compass plane where the lever cap actually has a screw thread? What you can do with that just as easily is just put a little bit of wax underneath there, and you'll find that that will give it enough lubrication that the blade will slide down. So give that a try. Let me know how you go. Whoops. I've got to say, this donkey's here in a minute. I keep putting it off. You know, well, I'll be honest. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if it's going to work out. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. Yeah, good, Matthew. I'm pleased. Please give it a go too and let me know how you go with it. Any idea about that? It has a straight slot lever cap, not the kidney bean shape. Well, yeah, look, just try it. Put a little bit of candle wax on the back of it. Blaine, I have no idea. I throw them out willy-nilly. It's just casting pearls of wisdom out there. So I don't know. You might have to check back in the stream when I finish. I'm sorry. I've seen a tapered iron on number 3 before, so check where the lever cap meets it. Okay. Derek Blair, we just got out of 43, minus 43. Now you can have that. I don't know what it is outside. It's got to be about 32, 33 Celsius, whatever that is. I can't find my phone. I've lost my phone. I really don't care. Because they're those things. I saw a good one on Facebook the other day. He said, remember when phones were wired to the wall and we were free? I think that's pretty true. Could have left it in my wife's car, I don't know. I was driving her car yesterday. Oh dear. Isn't that a lovely sound? Bob's going to chew all that up later on. So yeah, this box is going to be nice. I'm going to do a little bit of inlay work with this too, I think, but I'm not going to do that today. Today I'm going to make that shooting board. I did say in the description and other stuff, didn't I? So they can't have me for incorrect description of content. There we go. Okay, I'll put those to one side and we can work on those at a later stream. Now what I want to do with this donkey's ear, you should see the rubbish down here. I'll show you. I'm not proud. Have a look at the gunk on the floor behind me. It amazes me I can actually walk around there. Oh, in case you're wondering, That's Radiator Inhibitor, which I should put in one of the cars, which I will. But I also, here's a clue for those of you that have glue pots. I actually put it in the glue pot. And it does two things. First of all, it eliminates rusting, because I didn't have it in there for a bit, I was running with water. And it also increases the temperature of the water, so it doesn't boil at 100 degrees. It boils, I don't know, 103, 105, which means if I have that on boiling, it doesn't actually boil and create bubbles, which gives cavitation, which causes the holes in those things. But it'll still get to 100 degrees, but it won't boil at 100 degrees, but the temperature will be 100 degrees. There you go. Oh, okay, wait a minute, get back here. That could be one of two things. Oh, do you know how many times I have to reset these planes? Are you talking about that screw there, Matthew? Because if that's the case, sometimes the cap iron mating surface there needs to be dressed, and you do that on a stone. I'm not going to get my stone, but you do that on a stone like that and get it nice and flat, and also make sure the back of your blade is flat. See how that's nice and shiny? That's been flattened. And then if you want to still doing it, I'd put a little bit of candle wax on the back of that, put it together, and then just slide it up. It'll do me, I think. And that should fix your problem. Of course, put the plane blade in the right way, twit. There we go. Oh, so give that a try. See if it works. Derek, I've got a bunch of old planes from yard sale this summer. Have you ever tried electrolysis to remove the rust? Don't like it. I need to restore them. I want to use the least damage rust removal. Honestly, the least damage rust removal, steel wool. Get some soapy steel wool pads, a bit of elbow grease, and go like that. If it's really bad, I would use. I've got a video out of flattening a plane. I think it's flattening or restoring a Stanley plane. There's a video in there somewhere. I've got over 300 videos now, and I just lose track. But all I used was a sheet of glass. Get a big sheet. Depending how bad it is, you might have to go to 80 grit, 100 grit. Put it down there. If you're worried about it, use water. If you're not, use kerosene. And then you just circular motion over the wet and dry, and you'll find with the kerosene on the glass, and you've done that, it's the same process as veneering. You've removed all the air from underneath the wet and dry paper, so you've got atmospheric pressure working on it, it stays in place, and you clean it. The other thing, I've seen a lot of people use molasses, and quite frankly, I look, it works really well. Just throw it in a tub of molasses, it'll clean it up. But then it comes out this revolting olive drab colour, and oh, no, don't like it. And if it's got rust, it's part of the piece. Some of my tools, I've got some that are a bit, there you going. Oh, hang on, that's got a bit of rust on it there. I could get, if I had a steel wool pad, I'd clean it up for you. But yeah, actually there was one I did not long ago on the number 2. I just used steel pads, and it comes up good. And then just make sure that they're, if you're not going to use it for a long time, yeah, put liberal coats of a water repellent on them, whether it's WD-40, 3-in-1, RP7, inox, whatever, you know, floats your boat sort of thing. But when you do use it, make sure you clean it off and get rid of all that lubricant. Or wrap it in a rag and put it somewhere where it's going to be nice and dry. No, I think Bobcat. I need a mini skip. Where are we going? Stephen also makes. Oh, okay. I've got that. Da-da-da. Stay away from machines. Yeah, no. That's right. I'm with you there. Well, you're on the right spot, Derek. If you want hand tools, that's what we do here. Having said that, I'm going to use a table saw very shortly. Hey, Ren, what? Oh, thank you, Roy. That's nice to say. Carpenter Bill, back from dinner. What's the business, Judy? Oh, well, we're just chilling. We're chilling. I'm going to make that donkey's ear that I didn't. And I'm just seeing if I've got record on these cameras here. There's a little red light, but I can't see it from where I'm standing. Oh, Sean, you're late. Well, have you got a note? You got a good excuse? It's all right, mate. I was late too, so there you go. Oh, if you got a photo, Derek, just take a photo and whack it up and we'll have a look. And I'm sure you'll get some good advice. All right, let's get this thingo going. I don't know what I'm going to use. I'm going to use it with this horrible stuff. So we were talking about yesterday. If you're going to, I don't know why I'm doing this. I could have used that. If you're going to make a shooting board, the most stable shooting boards are made out of plywood. So there was me this morning ratting through my timber shed, trying to find some manky old bit of timber I didn't want, which this Tasmanian oak fitted the bill. And then I thought, why don't I do one out of plywood? And I've got this plywood sitting here, so let's do it. Shut up, Stephen, and just start working. People don't want to watch you rabbit on, they want to see you do something. What, not you, Bob. Just tripped over that cord. Did I kill that camera? Did we kill the camera, Bob? Hang on, I've just got to see if I've killed this camera. No, we're still working. That's good. All right. I really don't know how I'm going to do this. It's going to be exciting. I've got an idea. Let me have a sketch. No, mate, you're going to have to sit down. I'm sorry. If you didn't bite postman, you'd be all right, but you do. So you got to stay here because I'm expecting some mail and I want to get it. Where's a bit of paper I can scribble on? No, you're not going out. End of story. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. Okay, let's go all cam so you can watch me doodle. Oh, there we go. Turn that one around. Turn that one around. So I want, it's got to be like that. And then I've got to have a bit coming out here for a plane to run on. I might go real flash and put a track in there too. Bob, go and lie down. Good boy. Then I don't know. I tend to think I want to have it about here. This is the one I've been thinking of because a lot of them, if you look up donkey's ear on Google, and it'll show you just there's some incredible ones that people have made. Some of them have ramps that wide, and some are like that, and some actually have two apertures that you put your timber through, and then you wedge it, and then it's just too complex. I just want it for making boxes. So basically, none of my boxes. None of my boxes are over 6 inches big, so I'm never going to do one that big. I did go 6 inches. All right, if I made it 6 inches wide, because I'm never going to make a box 6 inches wide. We'll have that. So this is where you come bilingual. 150 mil, which is 6 inches. I reckon, boy. So we go 240. What's that? 10 inches? We can adjust that. Do you like the way? And so whatever that is going to be, that's going to end up the right measurement. So if that's 6 inches, it's got to be 12. Depends what plane I use too. I'll work it on this plane here because I want to start using the shooting plane more than anything else. Where's that other shooting board? Here we go. I'll take it off of this one. Easy peasy. Okay, so that's 600. And that might be too big. We'll go 600. Oh, look, I might even make that 200 in the middle. So I'll go from here through to there. That's going to clear that. All right. See, changed my mind already. So that's 600. What's this stuff here? That's 18 mil. I've got some 18 mil there. And it's 18 mil. Don't need that to be 18 mil, do I? Because I'm using, okay, we might bring that down. So I've got to rip a bit of 240 by 600. First thing, go over the table saw and make the base plate. First, before that, I'll have a chin wag, because then I can. Yeah, I agree with that, Paul. I tell people that with hand tools, you can still cut yourself, but you generally generally stop before you've severed the part. Oh, there you go. Knife making. I'm having a go at that. What kind of plane is that? Oh, this one here. This is a Veritas shooting plane, specialty plane for shooting. You can use all these other planes. It doesn't matter. It's just I happen to have one of those, so that's what I'm using. So we'll go over to the saw. I'll cut this up to, I wonder what measurement that is. Wait a minute. Oh, dearie, dearie, dear. Whoop. Well, that'll do the width. I like that. What did I want? 240. All right, we're going to set the saw up for 240. I was going to set my other camera up too. So, no, it doesn't matter, I'll do that later. We'll cut this at 240. Then we will make adjustments. So we'll take over to the saw. He's ticked off, isn't he? No, well, that's it. All right. I've done it again. Wait a minute. Let me just... I've just got to... That camera's frozen again. So I will just unfroze it. There you go. That should be working there if my hand goes across it. There, and it does. So we'll go there and we'll go over to the saw. Okay, what did I say? 240. Oh, there and close enough. I can't believe that. I reckon that's wider than that. But I have been wrong before. I'm married, ask my wife. 240, 160. Oh, that's it. It's good. So 240. Let's go. Dusty on. Oh. And I cut it the wrong way. Oh, well, you can't help bad luck. 'Tis all right. 'Tis all right. Oh, I meant to cut it widthways, not lengthways. Oh, okay. So I'll dock that at 600. Square the ends up. It's going to be close enough, I reckon. What am I doing? I really am. I'm stuffing up left, right and centre. What the heck am I doing? Oh. Oh, you idiot. I know what I did wrong. I stuffed up. It's what happens when you're talking and walking at the same time. Okay. I didn't double check. What's that old thing? Measure twice, cut once? No. There you go. We'll do it again. Lucky these are all off cuts, eh? Oh. La, da, da. That's got to be close enough. Oh. Third time lucky. Oh, look at that. It works. All right, now, I don't know. I wonder. There you go, we might do that. Oh, I've changed the design again. How exciting is this? What I'm going to do, I'm going to make one with a ramp in it. And then if you've got a ramp, so if I'm cutting the same piece the whole time, oh, is it? Ah. Okay. If I'm doing this all the time in the same spot, all I'm doing, I'm not using the rest of this blade, I'm just using this bit. Whereas if I have it ramped, when I go down, so planing like that, I'm actually got a shearing action going and I'm using more of the blade. So we'll whack a ramp on this one. That's it. I like the way my brain works when it works. So we'll have a ramp going down that way. No, we'll have this in the same plane, but we'll make this a ramp. Done. Okay, we can do that. We have the technology. G'day, Dr. Crazy from Germany. How are you, mate? They make them in left-handed too. This is the right-handed one, but they do make left-handed ones, which is awesome. Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, make sure that the leading edge of the frog is lined up with the back of the mouth. Not making mistakes. Oh, there you go, that's true. Oh, that's good. You've got to get rid of that cold. All right, now, how are we going to do it? I don't know. I really have no idea. All right, I've got to work out how to make some ramps. I can do that with this. What we might do is, oh, how much have I got there? Oh, yeah. Got enough of that. Oh, I'll fix this one. Oh, where's that one I cut before that I got wrong? We can use that. There you go. It doesn't have to be any specific angle, I guess we're just playing. Sounds like a plan. We'll go from there to there. I've got no idea. All right, I'll do that one on the bandsaw. Bit the same as a tapered leg, I suppose. I've forgotten how to do tapered legs. Okay. Put that on there. Wait, one. We'll just go. What's? Oh, someone said something. No, bracing bits are good. I've got them. I've got them hang them up on the wall. Look at this. I use this, actually, this, no, it's not that bit, but there was a bit I was making custom made plane handles. And that's the only way I could get the right hole for the angle and the size I want was the bracing bit. I reckon they're great. You can get into them. And boy, are they efficient. They really are efficient. All right, I'm just going to go over, I'll take you over to the saw again. I'm going to try and remember how to do a tapered leg because I can't for the life of me remember how I do them. Oh, that was it. All right. So, okay. What I've got to do is, oh, that looks pretty darn close, I reckon. It'll do me anyway, I think. I reckon we put that there. And can I get through? And can I start? No, I can't start. Okay. So I've got to start about here. What about that? It's all right. I'm just talking to myself. Let me just cut a little bit off there. No, I'm not reaching in to grab that. I'll wait until the blade stops. Thanks very much. Okay. I reckon that will just about do that. All right. This is literally flying by the seat of your pants. I've forgotten a lot of stuff. So. But it's nice to know that if you've done it once, you should be able to do it again. So the answer is in there somewhere. You just got to find it. Like, where are my drill bits gone? Oops. This'll do. It's not the one I was looking for, but it will do. See, I'm thinking of all these videos that I can make out of doing this, but I'll make it look more professional, and then you people can go, yeah, but he wasn't really that good to start with. It took him a few goes. Yeah, you're right, it did too. All right, I'm just looking for a screw. That'll it. That will do what I want to do. And I'm not going to say try this at home, folks, because I don't even know if it's going to work. Should though. Okie dokie. You can tell I'm not one of those streamers that have everything perfect before we do it. So if this works, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up getting 2 wedges. So let's see how we go. Yeah, well, that's true. I like that, Paul. I've got a rule that I've had for years. And a lot of people say, oh, I'm too expensive, I'm too dear. I was used to say, yeah, well, if I'm going to go broke, I'll go broke on my terms, and I'd prefer to go broke not getting paid X, Y, Z an hour, rather than going broke getting paid $10 an hour. Okay, let's go over it. Let's see if this is going to work. No guarantees, but we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a punt. Oh. Can I bring this in anymore? See, so you can get the full impact of the failure as it unfolds. Now, look, this might work. I reckon there's every chance it could. Well, I hope it does. Oh, dear. Oh. Okay. Here we go. Well, it's not quite what I wanted, but the theory's there. So we might still be able to do all right out of this. We might still do all right, because it doesn't have to be a particular precise angle. All I wanted was a couple of wedges that were the same. So we'll get rid of that one. So I've got one wedge there. So this other one, if. Okay, I'm going to have to plane that down a bit, but that's all right. I'll put it this way. I reckon, where's me gripper? I'll use me gripper if I can find it. There we go, got it. No, you're not coming out, not yet. After 11 o'clock you can. Come on, in you. Bob, come on. After the mailman's been, not before. Okay. Well, that is very unfortunate because, anyway, let's see. All right, we have two. They're going to be slightly different because, well, that's going to work. I reckon we're going to be all right there. Because what happened when I was pushing that through, I had the tip wasn't touching the fence at the other end. So I had the block down here and I was focused on making sure that block was right, but the tip moved away. So we have a slight variation, but not that much to worry about, to tell you the truth. So what we can do now is we'll put that in the, so I might just go over to the bandsaw and touch it up a little bit. And then we'll take to it with a plane. And I reckon that's gonna work pretty well. Hang on, come around to the bandsaw. I'll move you around there. Where's the bandsaw? Is that one? That's the one. Okay. Frozen again. I'm gonna fix that. It's a real dicky little, what do you call it? USB. And if you knock it the slightest bit, it just freezes on you. But now we're good, so I'll go back over the bandsaw. There we go, see? You can come in real close. Gotta love those foot brakes on bandsaws. All right. Now we'll put these in the vise and we'll just plane them flat. And I went out to get a a squirt bottle the other day and I didn't do it, so I think I will today. I will go. This is just water. That's what I mean about a squirt bottle. It's the best stuff out, water. Holds things together nice and tight. Dries, doesn't cause any problems, doesn't stain, unless you're using oak or something and you're near metal, and then it will. Okay, so which parts? This is a good edges there. Pop that in there. Okay. That's a bit flexible at the end, so I'll start off, we'll do it number 7. Here we go. I'll spin it around so you can see. You can hear that hit and miss, and that's fine. Getting a bit hard to push there because it's wet. Okay. That small little bit there. And I think we've had a win. Look at that. 2 identical ramps. Good stuff. So we'll put them there. Oh. I'm excited now. I've never tried one of these before. Now that's going to be an issue, isn't it? Maybe. I don't know. All right, we've got that far, which you can't see. I'm just adjusting this one. There you go. Now what I want to do is actually make the ramp, and then we can work out the distances from that. Possibly I should have made the ramp first, but it doesn't matter. What did I say I was going to have it? 200 wide. What's this here? Well, we might use this bit, that looks all right. So, straight. 200 wide, which is to there. Let's go and rip that on the saw. Be back in a tick. Don't have to see me do that one. I'll try to make it the right width and not cut the wrong bit this time. 200. Okay, so it's 200 wide. I reckon it's only got to be, we'll go 240 long. Let's see. Okay. This is where I wish I had another pair of hands. Yeah, no, that works. That works. So I've got to have another bit. 240 long with a 45-degree angle on it. So we go, it's got to come out 45 degrees at the back. There we go. If I cut this at 230, okay, it's going to be 170. Okay. Oh, this is all going through my head. So we've got to get another piece of this. What thickness is that? Okay, so cut another bit at 240. Well, yeah, that'll do. Oh! Okay. So that bit, I got rid of those holes because I only want this bit here. So it's a great way of cutting around your scrap. No, you're not going out yet. So I've got to go up and check to make sure the gate's shut. So now I want to cut this at 45 degrees. That at 45 degrees. And I think I'll do this one at 180. Oh, what's that? There you go. So I can cut across this bit here, so I get rid of those holes as well. Back in a tick. Oh dear. Oh! All right. Now, that's got to be at 45 degrees. That has to be at 45 degrees, and I've got to have another one going along there. Well, what else I was going to cut that at there? You still with me? Have you gone to sleep? It's going to be good when it's finished. Okay. Cut that at 45, and this at 45. So you might as well come over while I do that. Let me have a chin wag. Hey Ray, how you going? Good to have you with me. Oh. Yeah, it's good if you can make money at your job though and enjoy it. How can you be half broke? It's like being half pregnant, nearly pregnant. Oh, you're still there. Good, good. There's some people. Oh dear. All right, I'm going to cut these. I'll take you over there. I'll cut these at 45. Bob's ticked off. He really wants to go. But I don't want him to go. Okay. Let me just wing this over. Up. Oh, there we go. Just double check. Oh, that's nice. Where'd my go? My angle finder. It's got to be pretty close to 45 degrees, I reckon. I have got a tilting angle thing there, but this will do. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay. So do this one at 45. Is that going to cut through there all right? Yep. Up! Oh, I've made this mistake before and I'm not doing it now, not live anyway. I've used the fence and gone up there and chopped the whack out of my fence. So I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of watching me do it again. There you go. That's something you got to remember when you're cutting miters on a table saw. If your fence is very close to the blade when you're doing a 90-degree cut, you're going to be in all sorts of strife. So, okay. Means I'm going to have to readjust that, but that's all right. Oh, it doesn't matter. That's good enough. Good enough, close enough. And now this one also has to have a 45 degree on it. So that one can go there like that. That one's got to go on there like that. So we need another 45 to tie it all together. And then I guess I'm going to have to put some webs down there. Now that's starting to look all right, I think. It doesn't need 45. I don't know. All right. So perhaps we could glue these together. Might just take a little bit off of there because I've got a bit of an ugly spot. We'll just take that off. I'm just thinking if we do need another 45 degrees. Wait a minute. I've got that way, that way. I've been wanting to do one of these for years and just haven't got around to it. Ah, she cried. Yeah, we do. We do. We could have another 45 degrees. So we've got a 45 there, a 45 there. I suppose the other thing is if I did that like that, we'd end up planing that off at 45. So why wouldn't you do that? Well, hang on, wait a minute. No, that's, oh dear. Let my brain work. So I want to put a 45 degree on this. Oh, there you go. No, that's all right. Hope you're taking notes. There you go. There you go. So that's got to go there. That can get glued onto there. Then that one can get glued onto there. So I need a straight bit. That's it. No more tricky angles. I'll just reset the saw up to do a straight cut. And then we should be good to go. Oh. Double check, make sure it's straight. That'll do me. That's there. I don't know if this has got a raggedy edge on it or not. No, that looks all right. So that gets glued onto there. And this back bit, whoop, you can't see because I'm keeping you out of the picture. That goes onto there, that goes onto there, that goes to there. I haven't cut that bit off yet, have I? And that's going to be the frame. Good. All right. Let's clean this bit up. I won't use hide glue for this, I'll use PVA because it glues quicker. So that goes there, that goes there. That goes there. Okay, so let's glue that up. Quick drying stuff. Oh, I hope my roof's going on all right. Pretty excited about that. I'll take you up there when it's built and do a quick video of what I'm trying to do with the classroom up there as well. So what I've got here. Oh, I don't know. I'm just looking if I staple this on. Yeah, I might hold it. Let's see if I can staple this in place. Up. Put a square in there. Because I'm just checking to make sure that that's 45 in there, which it appears to be. And when that's dried, we'll just clean this up and we can put it together. See, I do use modern tools sometimes. It's very nice to have them there. holding things in place. Now which way is that going to go? Okay, that's got to have a bit trimmed off the back of the wall, actually. It's not too bad there either. I'm quite liking that. All right, we'll leave that for the moment. And I want that about... We'll go 180 on the base. So that's going to be the base. Cut it about there. Where is... Truly, if I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't have got this done. So thank you. Now, where is that there? That's going to go there. That's awesome. Okay. This one here. Oh. Yeah, it's beautiful to have an accurate table saw. I mean, providing you set it up right, it's accurate. All right, well, I think that may be... Oh, we can put the other top part in. That may be as far as we can go, I think. Put that on there and I'll have a rail running up there, which is going to be nice. So we've just got to get another piece of timber, 180 wide, 600 long. Oh, hang on, we're putting that ramp in, aren't we? That's all right, we can still do that. I forgot. I got all excited and I forgot. So what we want is a piece 180 wide. Like that. So we can put the ramp on. And then this will mount on top of the ramp. And I reckon we're going to be using... Yeah, look at that. I don't know if you can see that, but wherever I position this, I'll put it there, I'm about halfway through the blade, and then when I come down to the end, I'm about 3/4 through the blade. So I'm using a lot more of the blade than I would normally. So we'll get a piece, I reckon. Piece of this stuff would do. That'll do. 180 wide, and let me just go, I'm just going to go to the jointer and shoot an edge on this. Maybe a tick. Right, done that. Do this at 180. Now that should sit there. Oh, look at that. I'm starting to get excited. And then this can sit there like that. And then I'll put a fence down the side here. And there we go. Just got to wait for this to set. And that can be up there, and I'll put a fence on there. And we will be ready to rock and roll. I think we've just got to wait for the glue to dry. But what we'll do is we'll glue all this up, and then we'll call it quits for the day. But we've come a long way, and then I might finish it off tomorrow. Oh, where are we up to? Let me have a chin wag. Hello. There we go. Sometimes a bit of sawdust gets caught underneath the mouse and it won't work. Yeah, you're right, mate. The cogs are turning over, Brian. Big time. Yeah, no, I'm happy with that. Okay, well, let's glue it and screw it. And we might... yeah, we might screw through here. Foist. So what we'll do is run a couple, whoops, beads of glue down here. Unplug it first. And this is where you run into problems if you're using solid timber by capturing both edges. If it's quarter sawn, you'll get away from it a bit, but if not, you can get yourself in all sorts of trouble with it shrinking and splitting or expanding and cupping. Now, where's some screws? Here we go. Oh, where's the screwdriver going, Ethel? Over here. What I will do, just mark some screw holes in there. I'm not going to bother about getting them straight or perfect. Don't care. Just want to get it done. The reason I'm using these long drills is I can't find my shorter ones. I don't even think I've got a countersink bit handy, or else I would countersink them. Should be right. There we go. It's a pretty horrible bit. And I don't have, oh, look at these. I don't think I've got any smaller screws. There you go. There's a tip. You haven't got a countersink bit, use the end of your screwdriver bit. Worked for me. Look at that. So I don't know if you saw that. If you haven't got a countersink bit, use the end of your screwdriver bit. It will do the job. Which one is too long? Sounds a bit like the Big Bird song, doesn't it? Which one doesn't belong? I think it's that one. And maybe that one. There you go. Two of them. Two culprits. That's all right. We can fix that. So only got to hold it in place until the glue goes off. Same on the other side. There's rubbish about tidy desk, tidy mind. It doesn't work. You got things to do, you just got to do them. And they get done. Yes, I would love to have a shed that was perfectly tidy and, oh, so gorgeous. But in reality, when you're a one-man show, you either do or you don't do. Yoda says that, doesn't it? What's that? Star Wars, the second one, I think. When Luke Skywalker's got to lift his starfighter out of the swamp, and Yoda goes, do it. And he goes, I'll try. He said, you either do or you do not do. There is no try. I like these armchair experts. And a lot of those people are the ones that make up all the OH&S laws. Never spend a minute on a production floor themselves. And look, a lot of that stuff, I'm going to have a rant, a lot of that stuff does not take into account common sense. And I know common sense isn't as common as it should be. But I was talking to a lady the other day, really interesting conversation. Those of you that know that I do blacksmithing, I did a blacksmithing course in the latter half of last year with some young kids, as young as 8. And they were handling, 2,500 degree metal and hammering and doing the whole bit. And I said this lady, I said, look, it's rubbish. Not one kid got hurt. And she said, that's what they don't understand. They have all these safety procedures in place. The bottom line is, nobody really wants to get hurt. So most people, use a bit of the old grey matter and work it out for themselves. If it feels a bit dicky, and that's number one rule in the workshop. If you go to do something, particularly on a router or a saw table, and you get that just down the base of your spine, you get a bit of a, oh, well, here's a clue, don't do it. And yeah, what she said was so interesting. The kids don't want to get hurt. No one wants to get hurt. And most of the injuries that occur are accidents. That's why they're called accidents. You don't do them on purpose. But they make everything so safe. I mean, I've got a real issue with this saw stop. Yeah, look, it's a great bit of kit. Here's a clue. Don't put your fingers anywhere near the saw blade and you'll never get them cut off. But what it does, it gets people to become complacent. Oh, I don't worry about that, I've got a saw stop. Yeah, terrific. You go to your mate's shop that doesn't have a saw stop. Guess what? You're in the habit of doing stupid, dumb, ridiculous things and you get hurt and wonder why. Anyway, I enjoy these rants. My therapist said I should keep on doing it. But that's true. Oh dear. I think it was Adam. Mate, if you're watching, yeah, we should get together. We can solve the problems of the world. Oh dear. I mean, how much joy. All right, a little bit of my past. Some of you know a bit of it. Many, many years ago, I was a paratrooper in the Australian Army. How safe is that? I mean, that's pretty ridiculous, jumping out of a plane into thin air. But so what? Got paid an extra $10 a fortnight to do that. And a schooner of beer was only 60 cents, so I was in front. God, the things we did when we were kids, young kids, stupid kids. What do you call those things? Tarzan swings out on the river. And did you ever check the depth? No. Yes, a few people got very badly injured, but crikey, how many experiences would you have missed out on if, I'm not going to do that, not going to do that. Oh. I like the one, and I've shared it before on Facebook. Good judgment comes from experience. I'll give you the full facial for this one. Good judgment comes from experience, and experience comes from bad judgment. I mean, how are you going to ever know what it's like to have a bowl of ice cream with hot chili sauce on it if you've never tried it? I've tried it, only tried it once. I tell you what, and you can blame Madden Alder for that. There was a movie, and he did it in a movie, and I said to my wife, I've got to try that. It's the weirdest sensation. It throws your brain into overdrive. Anyway, it's all good for... Yes, Bob, you can go out very soon. Very soon you can go out. But we just got to get this done first, all right? He's been a good boy. Look, I might, I know a lot of you are going to be asleep, but I think I'll come back this afternoon and finish this off. What did I take that one out for? Can someone tell me? Or did I just totally miss it? I think I totally missed it. I'll come back this afternoon when this is all glued up, and we've got to glue this onto here. Then in the meantime, during the afternoon, I'll glue this onto here, and then this will get positioned onto that, like that. I'll put a support on this side, and I'll have a fence on this side here, and then we'll position that all up, and I might even slip a rail in there for the plane to run, and then we'll give it a shot. So basically, if you got through all that gobbledygook and wobble-domp-them-off, you got anything out of it, what I will try and do will be disseminate all the rubbish that I've carried on with this morning and put that into a coherent, cohesive video, which I will upload. But there we go. Oh, where are we? Who's agreeing with me? Brian, the tidy shed. What was that? The tidy shed. My work's done lately. Oh, mate. Well, yeah, that's true. A messy shed means some work was done at some time. Oh, dear. Shoot a brad or two, then screw down. Well, I think I did that, didn't I? Trouble is, sometimes you can overthink. Oh, that's true. That's true. No, you don't want to overthink things. Look, if it doesn't work out, I don't care. I'll throw it in the bin. Because what I've learnt doing this process is going to hold me in good stead, not only for this project, for other projects. Man, I've forgotten, I've done, I don't know, maybe hundreds of tapered legs, but I haven't done one for years. And I've forgotten how to do them. So I had to think, and then, oh, that's how you get a taper. Oh, that's a single taper. How do you do a double taper? And I'm actually now thinking about it. I've got a jig kicking around here somewhere that I made 10 years ago for making tapered legs. So, you know, who knows? But I hope you got something out of that, how to put a taper, you know, to cut a taper on a table saw. Hey, Pebbles, a cat! Oh, lovely to see you drop in. Gee, you're kind. Who said that one? Pebbles, where did you come in? Oh, Carpenter, you missed all the cool stuff. That's the nicest way of putting it. Carpenter, I appreciate that. Yeah, I've seen that one, Paul. Yeah, very true. Now, see, now we're getting all nostalgic. Yeah, you're right, Pebbles. I had no fear at all when I was growing up. And in Sydney, we've got the big coat hanger, right? Sydney Harbour Bridge. And when I was a kid, we used to go to, there's a swimming pool there and an amusement park called Luna Park. And we used to go there and just have an absolute ball. But if we couldn't afford to go to Luna Park and we'd been swimming, there were huge pylons on the side of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. They mostly got it fenced off now. And they're made out of granite. And we used to run up the side of these pylons. You used to take run up, you climb up, and then they were not castellated, that sort of, I don't know what that is. What do you call it? Chamfered. They were chamfered, like that. So we'd climb up the chamfered, and then next to the huge girders on this bridge, it was just that one piece of granite. And, oh, I don't know, it must have been 60 foot, I suppose. And you'd slide down there, laughing your head off. And it wasn't until years later, I was in my 30s, I took my young boys down there and I said, oh, see that? I used to climb. And straight away, they climbed up and my heart's going boom, 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 boom. I said, no, be careful, you can hurt yourself. I was doing it all the time when I was 9 and 10 years old. So, yeah, the knowledge is a good thing, I suppose. Yeah, well, that's true, Paul. Never thought of that. Except, it's very hard to duck when you're under canopy if they want to have pot shots at you. Deck, all right, mate, how come you don't use Restream to Twitch? Also, I have no idea you streamed here. Well, I came over to YouTube because it was much easier to do. Yes, I was thinking of doing restream, but if I do restream, then I miss out on revenue from YouTube. So I've just done the big switch, and what I will be doing is I think I'll just put a thing up on my Twitch site because I've got about 8,000 followers over there. It'll most likely contravene Twitch's acceptable procedures or whatever, but I'll just tell them on YouTube. So if you know any Twitchers that have followed me in Twitch, please get them over to YouTube. That would be great. Yeah, that's true. As a kid, Mum preferred we weren't home so long as she didn't get a knock on the door. Yeah, you came home when the street lights came on. And if you came home, they'd tell you to go back out. Oh, look, the coppers when I was growing up, they'd give you a thick ear or kick in the pants, literally a kick in the pants, and then they'd meet your dad down the local pub and mention it to you what they did. He'd come home and give you a thick ear. End of story, all over. Now, counsellors and Care Bears come out of the woodwork and, we've got to look into the family history and, go away. I like living where... I like my shed. I've got no rules here, except don't tell me what to do. That's it. But anyway, look, I think that's it. I'll come back this afternoon in about 5.5, 6 hours when this is all dried, and we'll put it together and we'll give it a shot. So if you're asleep, it's okay, you're excused, but you'll be able to catch it on YouTube because, as I said, I'll try and sort something out and make this into a full video for YouTube. So in the meantime, thanks for the moderators, thanks for everyone who's put up with me, thanks for everyone who's contributed to chat. If you're just lurking in the background, pop up and say hi. We don't bite very hard. And if you've got any questions, let me know. I haven't even given the channel a plug, so if you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button, notifications. If you want to get involved and get a bit of extra material that is different to the chat, please join up because it helps pay me bills. And become a member of the Woodworking Masterclass channel, and you get to see all the bloopers and, as I said, other footage, because I stream on 3 cameras, but I actually film on 3 different cameras. So you get different perspective and different close-ups, and it looks different. And some of you, I'm sure if you watch the stream and then you've watched a video I upload to YouTube, you go, nah, that's not right. But it's all smoke and mirrors, and it's all good fun. So that's it. At the moment, I bid you adieu. Thank you so much for your patronage and attention, and look forward to seeing you soon. So this is Steve pulling the shed door down, saying thanks very much for being part of the show. Remember to keep it sharp, but more importantly, keep it safe, look after yourself, be kind to each other, and I will catch you in a couple of hours. If not, I'll see you on YouTube, in the comments, or in the members community. Till then, God bless. Bye for now.